Hey guys, I'm back with another video. In the last video, you saw my Nintendo DS and 3DS game collection, and which was a pretty crappy library of games. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a better collection. I don't have all the games in this from this franchise that I just love so much, but I have most of the old school games, and I obviously don't have every game from this library of not from this library, from this franchise. I'm not too sure if I have some upstairs, but yeah, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you my Pokemon game collection. So we have this Pokemon Kids lunchbox that I store all the my Pokemon games. I couldn't fit every single Pokemon generation, so I just have generations 1 to 7 written on the back. I tried to remove it. It says gotta catch 'em all right there. But yeah, let's get started. We're gonna do these games first, and I'll show you some other ones that I have. Alright, so let's get started. So this originally owned to somebody, but we have Pokemon Yellow. I'm not going in order, by the way. I'm just going for what I see. We got Pokemon Yellow. This, I believe, is an authentic copy. I mean, it has the Nintendo Game Boy thing embossed right there. This I know is an authentic copy. We have Pokemon Blue. And let's see. Alright, we got Pokemon Red. This I also believe is an authentic copy. The listing said it was authentic. I mean, it has the Nintendo Game Boy thing on it, embossed on it. So does this one. Oh my gosh, there's so many. We have Pokemon Crystal. It says Game Boy Color right there, but it's very hard to read. Very hard to read, but it does say Game Boy Color. This I know is an authentic copy. I found this at one of my aunt's house. It was just sitting on the floor. I don't know who owned this game. I don't know who owned this game. So I was like, I just took it. Because I didn't want it to get damaged. And I didn't want anything bad happening to it because it's such a rare game. Pokemon Crystal. Yeah. Your Suicune on it. Alright, but yeah, next up we got Pokemon Pinball. This I also know is a authentic copy. It says Game Boy right there. And is it embossed? I think it's engraved in there. But yeah, the battery right there. Still there. Come on. Come on. Come on. It sucks trying to do this with one hand. Come on. There we go, got it. It's not hard to put back on, but since I'm holding my iPhone, yeah. Alright, we got Pokemon Gold. This, I believe, is an authentic copy. It says Nintendo Game Boy right there. Although, it should say Game Boy Color, I think. But I don't know if authentic copies say Game Boy Color. So this could be a fake, I don't know. Probably isn't. Okay, no, but the thing is that this says it too. We got Pokemon Silver. This also has the Game Boy embossed right there. So, I don't know. Maybe these are authentic copies. Yeah, we got those. Anything more in here? Nope. Okay. Now it's time for these games. Let's do the Game Boy Advance games first. And yes. Okay. Okay, let me just do that. Let me just close that. Yes, my favorite generation. I'll show off my favorite Pokemon games of all time first. We got Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire. These are my all-time favorite Pokemon games. They're so good. They are amazing. Pokemon Ruby is why my username is Ruby. These are definitely authentic copies. I got these on Christmas Day. No, not Christmas Day. Christmas Eve in 2014. They're authentic copies. Game Boy Advance embossed right there. And these still work. And my very first Pokemon game, Pokemon Emerald. This is also an amazing game. Pokemon Emerald's actually my second favorite Pokemon game of all time. This is Game Boy Advance embossed right there. I got this Christmas Eve of 2006. It was either 2006 or 2007, but I want to say 2006. Okay, now it's time for the other Game Boy Advance games that I own. We got Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green. Pokemon Fire Red, I think, is an authentic copy. I got this on eBay for a low price. It says Game Boy Advance right there. You could just barely make it out. It's embossed right there. This should be an authentic copy. I don't know if there is a way to tell if it's fake or not. Memory board says Nintendo 2002. So, this memory board says Nintendo 2001, but this I definitely know is an authentic copy. Definitely an authentic copy. Okay, now it's time for the top games. Oh, you know what? We'll just do these first. My most hyped Pokemon games of all time. Pokemon Omega Ruby and Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. The remakes of Ruby and Sapphire. The originals are highly superior though. But the remakes are still so good and very underrated. Got these on Christmas Day of 2014. But I didn't play the remakes first. I played the originals first. Okay, where's the other one? There it is. Okay, we got Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. I got these on Christmas Day of 2013. These are authentic copies as well as Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. They're authentic copies. Oh yeah, my link cable that I got. I will do that one last, but what happened to my... Oh, they're back here. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, no, they're not. These are that's my Game Boy Advance and my two Game Boy Advance games. Oh, they're in the zipper part. I forgot I put them there. Okay. Is that it for there? Yeah. Alright, now let's go to my third favorite Pokemon games of all time. Pokemon Heart Gold and Pokemon Soul Silver. These I believe I got on Christmas Day of 2013. These are definitely authentic copies and the rarest games in my collection. Well, actually, I don't know if they're the rarest, but they're the most expensive. Love them. We got Pokemon Black and Pokemon White. I got these on Christmas Day of 2011. These games are just... whew. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, there's that. And we got the sequels. Pokemon Black and White 2. Come on, focus. There we go. These are authentic copies I got on Christmas Day of 2012. I think Black and White 2 are overrated, personally. Alright, let me just put this back in here. Let me just put the games back in here. And let me just put these back in here, as well as the link cable in here. And I'll just stick my Game Boy Advance games in here. And before we move on to the final game that's in this wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just. This doesn't even work anymore. Oh my god. So many epic fails this video. I'm truly sorry. Oh my god, and I forgot to put a game away. Hold on, let me... There we go. I usually never struggle putting them in. Okay, and the final game in this lunchbox thing. We got Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I did not get Let's Go Pikachu because I prefer Eevee over Pikachu. Eevee is so much cuter. So much cuter. And we're gonna go to the final games, the Wii games. We got Pokepark Wii Pikachu's Adventure. Very fun game. And we got Pokepark 2 Wonders Beyond. This game is pretty good. I prefer the original. I prefer the first game over the second, but still good. Alright. And finally, Pokemon Battle Revolution. Come on. But yeah, that's my Pokemon game collection. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.